Okay, part 3. Is it part 3? You'd think I'd know, wouldn't you? I don't, I can't remember. I'm sure it's part 3. It's one of them. I'm on the A6 near Kaiserslautern, heading up towards the, well, I need to split off at Ramstein to head up towards the border up at yes is the answer to that message I've just got on my phone. Possibly is the answer. I don't know actually is the proper answer. Hopefully is one of the answers. Yeah, where was I? Heading up towards Trier, split off just after Ramstein, head up towards Trier. It's obviously raining because I've washed my wheels and did my tanks at the loading point, so clearly it's raining. It's going to rain for about 10 minutes, then it's going to stop and the sun's going to come out. Once the truck's filthy. But never mind. I need to stop and get vignette, which is the tax for Luxembourg, Belgium, Holland, also does Denmark and Sweden on the vignette. You buy it by the day, it's €8 a day. We buy it on our diesel cards. Because of the diesel cards we use, I have to say this every time because people send me messages otherwise, because of the diesel cards we use, can't buy it online, can't buy it over the phone, so I have to stop services as you head up towards Trier. There's a services up there that does tax, and I will be stopping in there for some tax and another large coffee, which I've already got, but that'll be finished by the time I get up there. So yeah, all pretty straightforward stuff for me really. I did my tax at the petrol station, which was right outside the place I've loaded at, which was really handy because sometimes you have to search around for a petrol station that does tax, but it was all fell into place. So yeah, I'll stop rambling on and can't think of anything else to say. See you later. Oh, this is good. This is what the Germans do. If they shut the outside lane of a 2-lane motorway like this, it doesn't go down to 1 lane. You just filter yourself onto the hard shoulder and it stays as a 2-lane motorway, obviously using the hard shoulder. They just rely on people's common sense, which obviously you couldn't do in the UK. I'm coming off here anyway, but if I wasn't, you would just dogleg back onto the motorway there, and the motorway stays at 2 lanes even though there is a lane temporarily closed. It's a really good idea. It's the only country that does it that I can think of. There might be others, I can't think of any off the top of my head. This is what I want to do. Follow for Trier. You want shooting here and get some tax for Luxembourg and Belgium. Shouldn't really park here, but a lot of people do. I always do. A bit cheeky, but there you go. Just run across into the petrol station, get some tax. Right, that's truck all sorted with tax. Me all sorted. On my way down to Luxembourg now. Normally I would fill at Martelange, but there's 2 services I pass going this way that do AS24. Oh dear, driving too fast again. Never mind. Yeah, there's the first services actually at the border, which is at Wasserbillig, which do AS24, which is normally pretty quiet there. Well, sort of ish quiet. And if we can get diesel there without queuing, I will. If not, I'll have a look at Capellen, and if there's no queue at Capellen, I'll fill there. But if there's a queue at Wasserbillig and a queue at Capellen, I will be going to Martelange for diesel. So it's to be determined yet exactly what I'm going to do. If I wasn't going into Luxembourg for fuel, I can actually go straight on here up to the A60 and split off and go up the A60 and come out into Belgium at Verviers and go Verviers-Liège and back that way. But obviously you miss out Luxembourg altogether then, so I can't get any diesel, which I've got to do. But that is actually a shorter way to go than this, to go via the 60 in Verviers. I think you go up to Wittlich, pick up the 60 at Wittlich, and the 60 takes you out of Germany. It's very hilly. If you're heavy, it's a bit of a drag. But if you've no weight on, it's alright. It's a really, really quiet way as well. Hardly anybody uses it. This is the bridge which is immediately before the border at Wasserbillig. The big sign just before the bridge says Grenzübergang, which isn't the name of a place, it actually means border crossing in German. And I'm going to have a quick look at the petrol station. Diverting all trucks through the services here. There might be a police control on or something in the services. It's what they normally do this for. But I'll try and get diesel here as well, as long as they're in a queue. There is a queue. there at all. I have nothing to do with that, me. Don't know who's in the queue there, who's not. There's trucks all over the place there. I don't know whether they've changed this permanently to be like this. I've no idea. Normally, when they divert you off the motorway like that, it's usually because of the police control. But there's no sign of any police, so I'm wondering if they've done it full time or because of roadworks or what. I don't know. No idea. But normally you just go straight through on the motorway here. But next one I'll look at is Capellen, the AS24 at Capellen, see what that's like. Have a quick look in here, see what the score is, queue wise. Oh, actually not too bad at all. Yeah, I think I'll have a go at that. Definitely. Oh, that's my diesel done. Capellen. When I first pulled up there, I didn't think they did AS24 anymore. It's all been changed. It used to be a Texaco, it's all changed now to Q8. And there's no sign of anything to do with AS24 with any of the pumps or anything, but they do still take it. So, I'm just going to start heading up now over the Ardennes into Belgium. Making my way up to a very wet and windy France now, heading towards Calais. I'm hoping the weather will brighten up later on, but I don't think it will. It's been raining like this all night. Okay, I've had to cut this, that was my finger that, I've had to cut this a little bit short because I'm running out of memory on my phone and not a chance to upload as much as I wanted to. So I'm just going to quickly run through the route I've taken back from Milan. I was down here, so I've come up here, round there, up there and up there to Como. and Chiasso, which is the border there. So I've done my Swiss tax there, and then into Switzerland, and then up the A2. That's the way you go for the San Bernardino, that up the A13, but that's not the way I went. I went this way, straight up the A2, and up to this page. In fact, there we go, there we go, there we go. Up there, through the Gotthard, which is there. Carry on all the way up, round Lausanne. Carry on up the A2, keep going. Through the border at Bâle, there. And then I have to do another page. This is hard work, this. Through the border at Bâle, up past Mulhouse, up the A35, up to page 19. Page 19, if I can get page 19 on my map, very old map. Yep. A35, Colmar. Now, here, you can go either way. You can go the motorway, which puts a bit of a distance on, but it's an acceptable way to go, I suppose. Some people do. I always, and most people always, go across the National 83 here, which cuts that corner off. That's dual carriageway. There's a couple of sets of lights towards the end and that, but it's a cracking road, that. So I came across the National 83, round Strasbourg, and parked up near Ardennes, there. And then, if I can find where I am again, from Ardennes up to the border at Lauterbourg, where I did my German tax, through the border, do a bit of National Road, join the A65, up to Ludwigshafen, loaded, and then come out along the A6. This is where I stopped. It says the services there, it's not actually the services I stopped at. You get the services, and then at the junction immediately after, you get the auto off, which is where I stopped. Across there, up to Ramstein, up there, along there, and into Luxembourg, and I come straight up the 411, and that's obviously a route I've covered in the past, up to Lille, that way. The other way I was talking about, Pearl, which is a route I don't like because I think it's boring, is that instead of splitting off up towards Trier there, you carry straight on down towards Saarbrücken and come past the Ford factory at Saarbrücken, across there, up the A13, into Luxembourg at the border at Pearl, and then you come up to this motorway, up there, and those two routes then meet at that junction there. That way's quicker, that way's about 10 minutes longer, I think, but it's much easier. I just find that other way boring, to be honest. I never go that way anymore, coming out or going home. So that's the route I took. Pretty straightforward, really. Nothing difficult about it. That's about it, really.